Hello everyone, welcome to this week's weekly market view for Monday the 4th of March to Friday the 8th of March 2024. My name is Vishal. Let's get started. All right, so let's start with the monthly chart of the Nifty, and as we can clearly see that the month has started on a positive note. As expected, eventually today the markets have made a new all-time high, and this closing seems to be quite significant on the daily charts. We'll go through the daily chart as well. If you look at the weekly chart is also showing a pretty bullish indication now, and seems like as expected, the trend is going to be more to the upside, and you can clearly see that the price did take a little bit of support at this weekly level of demand, held very nicely. Did have a little bit of a pause and then continued its move to the upside. If you look at the daily chart now, so right now on the daily chart, the closest level of demand is situated right here, which is around 21,762 to 21,529. So we will have to just wait and watch now to see if we do get a retracement to that level, or then there is a new level of demand which is printed as the market goes further to the upside. Let's look at Bank Nifty now. And let's load the Bank Nifty chart. So as compared to the Nifty, although the Nifty has made an all-time high, the Bank Nifty has not yet made an all-time high. It's moving its way to the upside, holding on to this demand zone. And like I mentioned last time around as well, that whenever the prices hit these higher time frame levels, they tend to consolidate before pushing to the upside. So I don't think there should be any problem if the market does try to revisit these highs, or then even go beyond these highs, maybe in the coming week, to say so. Let's look at the weekly chart now. If you look at the weekly chart, so price is nicely held into this level of demand, and push to the upside. So like I said, 48,638 will be a level to watch out for. Let's move on to the daily chart now. So we had a nice strong green candle, nearly rather to say completely reversed the negative outlook, and now the markets are tending to push to the upside. And here we can see how this daily level of demand did hold, and it significantly play out eventually. So more or less now the next move will be towards this gap level, as I mentioned in the last week as well. So we'll have to try and see if 47,973 to 48,290 is going to be tested. So now if you look at the Nifty Bank chart, as we have more or less pushed from this area over here, the prices did try to come into this area, but did not actually hit our entry, and now the prices are pushed up. So more or less now any level on the 15 minutes will be a level to watch out for. So let's try and see if we are able to look at a 15-minute chart. And on the 15-minute chart, it's let me just load Bank Nifty here. So look at the 15-minute chart on Bank Nifty. Let's wait for the charts to load. Yeah, so prices have now significantly moved to the upside. So the closest level of demand right now would be this area, which is actually quite far away from the current market price. And, this is that level of demand. So nice rally-based rally, strong move to the upside, and also the price has removed or has been responsible to remove these areas very, very convincingly. Now we have this one threshold over here. So now there is a possibility that if the prices do come on Monday morning towards these areas, this is also a level of demand. The prices will continue to move to the upside till 47,990. So we'll have to just wait and watch now to see if the prices do give us a pullback, or then straightway move to the upside towards these areas. And once they come into the expensive area, then we might see a little bit of profit booking coming onto the Bank Nifty levels. Let's move on to the next index, which is going to be your financial services. So Nifty Financial Service. And let's start off with the monthly chart. So the Nifty Financial Services more or less, or rather similarly behaving to the Bank Nifty. As you can clearly see here, monthly level of demand is held and now prices are strongly moving to the upside. Even if you look at today's candle, which is the daily candle, is a very, very strong candle. Prices came into this level of demand, paused a bit here, and now have given a very, very strong move to the upside. They have come here at this pretty much this resistance level, which was previously not broken, but now it seems like they have closed above this resistance level, which means that the next move will be towards this gap level. So price may not just directly go towards that gap level. It might just probably retrace back and then pause and then continue, and eventually it might hit 21,339, right? So the bias is still long on the Nifty Financial Services. Let's look at the mid cap Nifty now. Let's load the mid cap chart. So this is the daily chart of the mid cap. Let's start off with the monthly chart. So pretty much monthly is bias to the long side. If we look at the weekly chart is currently holding on to this not so great level of demand, but it is holding. So we have to just plot it the way we see it. On the daily chart, again, we are seeing this level of demand. So if we just mark this level, so we are seeing a clear bounce out of that level, which means more or less if they have to follow the Nifty and the Bank Nifty and the Fin Nifty, then more or less mid cap is also going to go and continue and start printing new highs. All right. So again, pretty much a long bias on the mid cap as well. Now let's look at the USD INR. So let's go to the currency markets and let's look at the USD INR chart here. And if you look at the USD INR, let's see what the USD INR is doing on the monthly chart. So on the monthly chart, the USD INR is pretty much moving sideways. If we look at the weekly chart, again, the weekly level of supply is holding. And pretty much, as I said, that if the USD INR keeps on pushing to the downside, then Nifty is going to start moving more to the upside. Now, we do have a level of demand over here, which is far away from current market price. But in case if some of you might be wondering, what could be the possibility that once Nifty, Bank Nifty, and let's say the other indices start making all-time highs, what could be the possible move on the Nifty? So what you can do is you can look at your USD INR chart, and the moment the USD INR hits 82.22, which is going to be your level of demand, probably that is the time you have to look at what the Nifty is printing at that time. And that might be at least the near all-time high before the market start to retrace and start to pull back. So this is also a good indicator to actually try and look for where Nifty is likely to make the all-time high. Let's move on to the daily chart now. So on the daily chart, you can see that the prices are pretty much consolidating here. Even in fact, the daily candle has closed slightly, bullish. Can't say anything much about that level yet, but if you look at this rally-based rally, this is the more or less the level which is being held. And the prices have given us one bounce from this level now, and maybe now they are consolidating, possibly trying to either move to the downside or maybe might just come back, retrace, and then push to the upside. So it'll be an interesting week to watch out for the indices. If the USD INR starts pushing to the upside, then maybe the Nifty, Bank Nifty indices might just tend to correct without, not showing any kind of bearishness, but more kind of a retracement, trying to print new highs. Okay, so just keep a close watch on the USD INR. Let's now look at the index heavyweights, and they are also good reference points to check where the market is likely to go to. So let's first start off with our favorite Reliance, and Reliance on the monthly chart is making all-time highs. The weekly chart is also looking pretty much strong here, and prices even did not pull back to 27.48. In fact, took support at this level over here, and now trying to continue to move to the upside. If you look at the daily chart, like I mentioned last time, that there is a possibility that either there might be a potential level of supply that is created here, or there might even be a level of demand. We did see an area of supply created here, but today the supply zone has got violated, right? Which means now there is a very, very high possibility that Reliance might continue its move to the upside. And if Reliance continues its move to the upside, then more or less the Nifty will also start moving more strongly to the upside. Let's look at the next heavyweight, HDFC Bank. And if you look at HDFC Bank, again, like I said, it takes time for the big moves to happen. But here we can clearly see that prices have come down, fallen, and they have got stuck into this monthly level of demand, which is going to be a very, very key level for HDFC Bank. And if you look at overall HDFC Bank, it's been nice, strong uptrend, given a very, very strong move. Because of earnings, it did face a little bit of a downtick, but now I think there might be some interesting buying that might come into this stock at this level of demand, and more or less price action will confirm that sooner or later. But right now we can see that there are a few green candles that are being formed on the weekly chart, and if you go onto the daily chart also, we are seeing some kind of a accumulation happen. Now, what is more important for us to understand is that within this area there is this level of demand, right? And there might be one more attempt for the price to pull back to 1391 to 1364, or it might just continue to move to the upside. So that is something that we need to watch out for in the coming days on HDFC Bank. So I hope you all enjoyed the analysis for this week. And if you do like our channel, please hit the subscription button. Do like our channel, give your valuable comments, and see you all next week. Have a safe trading week.
This should not be treated as a recommendation. Please conduct your own analysis or consult a financial advisor before investing.